Hi, I'm Matt. Welcome to Disney Planning Insights. Through creative content and live shows, we explain the hidden details of the Disney experience so that our clients can execute memorable adventures. Together with Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel, we have helped hundreds of clients plan, book, and prepare for magical Disney vacations. Let our experience help you avoid common planning mistakes and maximize the enjoyment on your next Disney trip. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Matt with the DPI podcast. I hate this white balance setting. Absolutely despise it. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to change this white balance setting because it's driving me insane. So okay, I'm back now. It's a little bit better. We're back to closer to where we were. Couple of new followers, subscribers over on Twitch tonight. Terry Oliver 12. Thanks for the follow over on Twitch. Kind of see what you're doing. Not interested in the affiliate push right now over on Twitch. Kind of playing around with it. But thanks for jumping on the stream, checking it out. Also, over on YouTube, Virgil Crew, thank you for joining the subscriber list over on YouTube. 543 subscribers on YouTube now. Super excited. Well past what we thought we were going to get to this year, what I thought we were going to get to this year. So, no, just really awesome to have that many people that tune in and enjoy the content and kind of get involved with the show in different ways. We've got our chatters, we've got people that reach out to us via email, we've got people that have just jumped on the show sauce and booked trips. So, no, really awesome to have everybody that subscribes, follows, likes, shares, all that kind of stuff. We really appreciate it. So thank you very much. God, there's a lot going on. Murphy 00009. Yeah. You're doing the same thing that Terry was. There is like affiliate bots jumping on the streams tonight. So just watch out if you're over on Twitch tonight. Murphy, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Hopefully you are genuinely enjoying the content and this isn't just a push to get somebody else into your marketing business. So, no. Really cool to have people jumping on constantly. And that's pretty awesome. So like I said in the opener, lots of news going into the holiday weekend here in the States. It is kind of insane where the last week has taken us with the Disney news. So I'm not gonna hook and hold you guys on. Let's talk about Hollywood Studios and what got announced at Hollywood Studios, because I sent a text to my wife and I was basically like, you need to go online, search Disney news, and prepare to have your mind blown. And that's exactly what happened. This was on the 22nd, which was on Friday. We get news about the location of the new Monsters, Inc. ride, land, everything that's kind of going on with this. And it is going in that Grand Avenue area. So this is where Muppet Vision 3D is. This is where Mama Melrose is. This is where Pizza Rizzo is. There's the Christmas shop back there. There's a lot of things back there. It's all gone. As far as we know, there's no more Pizza Rizzo. There's no more Mama Melrose. There's no more Christmas store. There's no more Muppet Vision 3D. Okay? it was something that was rumored early. The people that I kind of follow and interact with were pretty certain that it was going in one of two locations. It was either going to go in this location or it was going to go over in that Disney Junior area where Launch Bay is. And when you looked at the two different renderings that they had put out, both locations made a lot of sense. One rendering was very much geared towards the Grand Avenue location. One rendering was very much geared towards going in that Disney Junior, that animation courtyard area. Disney announced it's going in Grand Avenue. Okay, so we lose Muppet Vision 3D. They're huge uproar. And then as soon as they announced this, they announced the re-theme of Rockin Rollercoaster to the Muppets and the Electric Mayhem. And that, I think, was more kind of mind-blowing last week than really anything else, because that was kind of out of left field. I don't think anybody really saw that as an option. Now, immediately my brain goes to, what's the angle here? Why are they doing it like this? And I think it's because they have the ability, if you look at this as a long-term plan, and by long-term I mean 2027 is kind of where you've got to be thinking with some of these projects right now. 2027 is 2 years out from the opening of the villain show at the old Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. What could they put there? A new Muppet Vision 3D. Now you've got Rockin Rollercoaster, which is a Muppets ride now. Then you get a new Muppet Vision 3D back there. You throw in a meet and greet. You throw in, some theming back in that area, and the Muppets get a land again, just like Grand Avenue used to be. You move the Miss Piggy fountain over there, and it becomes another extension of the Muppets over there. So I think there's a plan in place with this, whether it's in a little bit of an expansion to add on to that area, or moving or creating a new Muppet Vision 3D. I think they've got an idea there, when we just have to see how that's going to play out. Now, with that being said, Monsters Inc. is going into Grand Avenue, which means that is where that roller coaster is going to go. So that is going to give us a high thrill ride on that side of the park that isn't Star Wars. It's going to have a restaurant that's going to take over the Mama Melrose space, which is going to be fashioned after the restaurant that Mike takes Lydia to in the first Monsters Inc. movie. We're going to have a lot of that Monstropolis flair back in that area. It's going to be really cool. Super excited. Hate that it puts Muppet Vision 3D in limbo. One of the things a lot of people don't understand about Muppet Vision 3D is that was the last project that Jim Henson worked on. So Jim Henson, creator of the Muppets, there is an absolutely fantastic documentary on Disney Plus about him. Muppet Vision 3D was the last project that he worked on before he passed away. So it's got a really cool kind of piece of history part to it. And when you're talking about a show that incorporates everything that Disney's really well known for, it's got, live action characters, it's got animatronics, it's got the 3D movie aspect of it. It's got a lot of really, really cool pieces that all fit together really well. It's a really well done show. So if you get a chance, make sure you get down there, check out Muppet Vision 3D before it closes. And you won't be disappointed. It's a really fun show, and it's one of those places that if you hear us talk about like our travel guides and our park planning guides, it's one of those great places to get out of the heat as well. You get back in that Grand Avenue area, the buildings kind of shade you a little bit. Mama Melrose is usually a restaurant that you can get in relatively easy. Pizza Rizzo is another restaurant, quick service restaurant that you can get in. One of the guys that I work with swears by the margaritas there. I didn't even know they had margaritas at Pizza Rizzo, so now I've got to go have a margarita at Pizza Rizzo. So yeah, it's just one of those areas. So go enjoy it while it's still there. Who knows what's going to happen over the next 3 years? But I would imagine that you're going to get a lot more news over the next 3 years. Let's talk about when they talk about the next 3 years. Because Disney also announced D23 and Destination D23 and when that's happening in 2025. So last year it was in Anaheim. This year we're back at Walt Disney World. And in the past years it has been at the Contemporary. It's been really cool. And then you can walk to the park from there, take the monorail to the park, whatever. This year, not so much. They are moving it in 2025 to Coronado Springs. Now, the nice thing about Coronado Springs is you've got that brand new, newish now Destino Tower, the Grand Destino Tower, which is really, really nice, and you get that event space there. But to me, this is an event that needs to be at the Contemporary. It needs to be there. This is like your signature event, Disney. Put it at one of your signature hotels. Don't put it at Coronado Springs. How the hell do you get to Coronado Springs? It's a bus ride, and that's it. You have no other mode of transportation. It's a bus ride. Put it somewhere where you can get on the monorail, show off what you have at the parks. Don't stick it out by Animal Kingdom and say, yeah, you can bus there. That's cool. Whatever. Because that's the kind of response you're going to get from the people. They're saying that we're going to double it in size. Okay, you're going to offer 6,000 tickets, because I think it was 3,000 tickets 2 years ago, or last year in 2023. So you're going to offer 6,000 tickets. They're going to go in 22 minutes instead of 15 minutes this year. Ooh. It needs to be at the Contemporary. It needs to be at the Contemporary. You're missing what D23 is about. D23 is a celebration of the fans who love the Disney product. The fans of Disney don't want to be at Coronado. They're the people that are sinking the money in, the thousands of dollars to buy tickets for this, to get down to the parks, just to be a part of, hey, Josh tomorrow might come out and say, we're going to redo Test Track for the 5th time. Put them at the Contemporary. Come on. Do better. You know, Iger couldn't even show up last year. He videoed in a message. So, all right. What else do we got going on? We had a lot there. Premier Pass. Lightning Lane Premier Pass. This is that brand new, pay me $500 and I'll give you a lightning lane to every ride that has a lightning lane that day idea that Disney has. So this is something that started in Disneyland Paris. We've talked about it 100 times. It's in the States now. Up until last week, you had to be staying at a deluxe resort at Walt Disney World to be able to book the Premier Pass. Now, if you're staying at any resort at Disney World, you can book the Premier Pass. So if you're staying at Pop Century for $200 a night and you want to spend $500 at Magic Kingdom to do the Premier Pass for you for a day, go for it. It's your money. I say 1 November. Very Merry Party still available, but it's Thanksgiving week. It's the end of November. I mean, it ends this weekend. It's not a big deal. Let's see. D23. Was there anything else? Oh, dates. After my rant, I forgot dates. So August 29th through 31st. It's always right around Labor Day. This makes a lot of sense. It's a journey around the worlds of Disney. Is Destination D23 in 2025. So, ta-da. New Stitch, Lilo and Stitch live action trailer was released over the weekend. Really fun. Really, really awesome idea on how to showcase Cinderella Castle at the beginning of the movie, as part of that Disney intro that you get in all the movies. So check that out. It's everywhere. You're gonna find it. Detailed concept art. Nothing really crazy, other than they are going to be extending this back. So if you go back into Grand Avenue, so let me just pull this up on the other screen real quick, because I think it has some context to check out. So let me pull you down. And then I am going to go over to here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this is over on wdmagic.com. They released it. It's a lot of different places on Twitter X right now. But you can I got this one from WDW Magic. So if you look at this, can you see my mouse? No. Okay. So really what you're looking at is the Grand Avenue area. There's the gate down there at the bottom, and then kind of that walkway around. This with the building to the left with the green roof on it is Pizza Rizzo and the bathrooms there. And then you would be walking straight down past the front of Muppet Vision 3D and that kind of stuff. At the very end, you have the show building for the new Monsters, Inc. Doors coaster. That's going to be kind of the focus point. Now, the building to the right of that is the show building for Rise of the Resistance. You get to see kind of the scale backstage. So this is pushing out that area just a little bit farther. Then the gray building that has the eyeball with the chopsticks on it, it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger here. There we go. Okay. So let's do that. I'll probably go like that. Okay. That's better. Okay. So right in front of the show building for the Doors coaster ride is that restaurant we were talking about that Mike Wazowski goes to in the first movie with his girlfriend at the time. And then you've got all these little areas here. So there is a lot of space back here that they can add in shops, add in another restaurant. They've got a show building, which the rumor is that Laugh Floor, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, might be moving from Magic Kingdom to over here, which would be really cool. And that would give you, the Doors coaster, a super highly themed restaurant to the movie. Laugh Floor moves over here. And that makes a lot of sense. So, there's a lot of things that they can do. So I want to see it done well. And I think that's the thing with all of what's going on with Disney right now. I don't necessarily have a problem with where they are putting things in the park. I think the one that I have the biggest problem with right now is where they're putting the new Cars ride. That Rivers of America area is so underrated. So I think that's really the only one that I have a huge problem with. Everything else, I think the pieces are always going to be interchangeable. And no matter how hard Disney tries to appease everybody, if they are replacing anything within the parks, somebody's going to be upset. It's going to be somebody's favorite ride. And you just kind of have to make the best decision as a business as you can. But I think in this instance and in these scenarios, it's really tough for Disney to say, hey, this is what we want to do, especially in an area like Grand Avenue, which is a land within itself, and you're kind of knocking it out and putting this whole new land there. Kind of. Whatever. Okay. So let's go over to the DVC side. So we've got some things happening with DVC that are coming up here in the next few years. So the first one, we've got the new Polynesian Tower opening at the end of this year. They are putting the finishing touches on it. It looks amazing. Can't wait to see it open. That is going to open up next month. I mean, we're within weeks of that resort opening to its first guests. This week we got a rename for a project that was dead, that is coming back from the dead, that I love to see come back. So the Lakeshore Lodge, Disney Lakeshore Lodge. Now this is the Reflections project that we've talked about for a while, and this is going to be considered part of the Fort Wilderness Resort area. It's going to be opening in 2027, and construction is actually going vertical on this resort right now. So this is going to be a cool addition to, I would consider it the Magic Kingdom area, because you're going to have Fort Wilderness, Wilderness Lodge, the Contemporary, Polynesian, Grand Floridian, all right there. Bay Lake Tower, the Polynesian Tower. You've got these huge DVC-centric resorts now, all around Magic Kingdom, which is going to be, it's going to be a huge moneymaker for Disney. With the way that DVC is going, a couple of years, these are probably going to come in, if you're going to buy into DVC, they're probably going to come in around $245 to $260 a point, I would imagine, which is just salty, like kicking the nuts salty. But I mean, Disney's just kind of doing the Disney thing right now, so kind of is what it is. You kind of got to deal with it. Disneyland shared new photos of the updated Haunted Mansion queue area that opened today. Virtual queue is no longer being used. So Disneyland's Haunted Mansion, the whole front of that has been ripped up for a while. They were, when we were there in, was it March of this year? Wow. In March of this year. They had it tore up because they were redoing some of the ADA accessibility for it, putting an elevator in. They were doing the new queue. They're adding in a gift shop, which isn't open quite yet. And really just revamping the whole front of this. Now, this is right next to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and it kind of carries that New Orleans theme into that area. And then they have the whole Critter Country makeover, I guess you can call it, as well, with the makeover to the restaurant that has some tie-ins to Bayou Adventure and stuff like that. So yeah, they're doing a lot to this area right now, and it's gonna be really cool when it's done. And it'll be done just in time for them probably to start on another project, because that's kind of what Disney does. It's just kind of on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. A little bit of Disney Cruise Line news. If you haven't gone back and watched some of the Treasure christening event, we have that posted up on our Twitter page, our X page, at Disney Insights. You can find us there. Watch some of that. That was kind of cool. Lots of really neat spaces in this ship. A lot of the videos that came out after the christening, where they did the media event, and you got to see some of the drinks and that kind of stuff. The Haunted Mansion bar looks fantastic. The Skipper Lounge looks fantastic. So yeah, it's gonna be really, really cool. we need to get on the Wish still, so we're trying to figure out that right now. But past that, yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with ships here, probably over the next couple of years. With as much construction's going on in the parks, I don't know if we even want to mess with that. So we'll kind of figure that out as we go. But yeah, let me do a little quick sweep of Twitter and see if I missed anything. So Disneyland has submitted initial plans for the Avengers Campus expansion. The site plan and demolition permit filed several weeks ago are for the removal of parking lot and trailers in the backstage area behind Avengers Campus. Construction will start next year. So Avengers Campus is getting 2 new rides, Infinity Defense and Stark Flight Lab. So that's going to be cool out there. You know, if they are starting construction next year, you're looking at probably early 2027, because Infinity Defense is a complete build. So that's gonna be a crazy long construction process. Oh, D23 Gold member benefits released this week as well. Something that I really didn't get into a whole lot. I don't know why he didn't save anything on it. But they are splitting it to 3 tiers starting in 2025. So there's going to be a tier at $49.99. There's going to be a tier at $99.99. I think the last tier is like at $139.99. And they all offer different things. Like your basic tier just gets you like the initial like welcome package and that kind of stuff. The upgraded tier gets you a couple more things. The premier tier gets you a few more things. So it's nothing like super crazy, but I thought it was pretty cool. Let me just pull up D23 real quick. Because they did announce quite a bit. Okay. So just so yeah, I know. Where's the stuff for next year? There it is. Okay, expanded offerings and new gold membership plans. So your initial plan will be you get the pin, the magnet, the card. There is a savings passport, your certificate, and then there is a D23 limited release Lorcana card that comes with the gold member essential plan at $49.99 a year. You will also get access to D23 the magazine, but it will be a digital version of the magazine. Then the gold member choice plan will be $99.99 a year. Provides everything the essential plan plus 1 of 4 new D23 gold exclusive premier items to be selected by the member. A D23 gold member spirit jersey, a D23 gold member pin box set that contains 10 pins, a D23 member fan pack that has a crossbody bag, a water bottle, and a twill cap, or an enchanting replica of the Disneyland Park entrance plaque, a reproduction of the original plaque text draft with Walt Disney annotations from 1995, along with the first to market exclusive edition of the brand new 70th anniversary book, The Happiest Place on Earth, written by Disney legend Don Hahn and former Disney Imagineer Chris Merritt. Um, the Gold Complete plan includes everything the Essential plan and all four of the member premium items for $299 per year. So yeah, it wasn't $139, $299 a year, and then you get all four of the special items. Yeah, and then they have a lot of different like events and everything that they've already got set up. D23 Spotlight Series, virtual presentations in the D23 Gold Theater, official tour of the Walt Disney Studios, Walt Disney's Los Angeles tour, anniversary celebrations, blah 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 blah. Lots of other things. So yeah, a lot coming to the D23 Gold membership if you are interested in that. You do have to be a Gold member to go to D23 either in Anaheim or the destination D23 in Orlando. So it's the last thing before I get out of here. They have updated Soarin'. And they updated a couple of different scenes. They updated the finale. The finale now shows the current version of Epcot. It is with the lighting package and the ball with the LED package on it. Secondly, they updated the Eiffel Tower scene. It is from a little farther away, and it takes the curvature out of the Eiffel Tower, which was so endearing to so many people. It was just a fact of the rendering and the way that they had to put that up on the screen, that you got that major bend in the Eiffel Tower if you were on one of the side seats. Well, now you don't get it anymore, so there's that. So, but I'm tired tonight, man. I don't know. A good half-hour show tonight, though. Lots of news. Like I said, there was just, it seemed to be a ton going on. I guess last but not least, if you want to see snow at a Disney park, Disneyland Paris got their first snow of the season. A lot of Disney creators put up videos of the snow. It is fantastic. They're huge flakes. That was one thing that when we went over there last year, we were really hoping that we could get a day, even if it just spit snow. To be in a Disney park with real snow would have been unbelievable. We didn't get it. It was cold and kind of misty and rainy, like what I would imagine European weather to be like a lot. But we didn't get any snow. But they did get snow last week, and it was fantastic, so go check that out. Moana 2 opens this weekend. I think it opens tomorrow night, so go check that out. That's going to be pretty cool. I think we're going to watch it next weekend. Yeah. Florida. State of Florida requests changes to Disney World's Tropical America's permit before approval. That's interesting. Let me read into this. I just saw this one. New requests for additional information as we follow State of Florida's. So this is more from the water management side of things. So not a big deal. Just making sure that they have the proper drainage and water movement systems in place, so that we don't get Epcot situations or Hollywood Studios situations, and you know exactly what I mean when I say that. But yeah, no, pretty standard there. Seeing a lot of people talk about the release of Moana 2. We've got Skeleton Crew starting up next week. Super excited about that. Star Wars series. Bring back a lot of the producers from the Mandalorian series. So that should be done pretty well. But yeah, lots going on. And you know that we will stay on top of it. Little programming update for 2025. So Peter did not drop off the face of the planet. We did talk to him over the weekend, and it looks like we are going to possibly be moving the show to either Monday or Wednesday night. Let us know in the comments which one you'd like to see us on. I think we're pretty open to both. I think for me, I think I'd rather see Wednesday night. But no, I'd rather be on a night that we get more engagement and that kind of thing from the people that watch the show. So if you've made it this far into the show and you want to have a voice in when we tape the show, when we go live in 2025, drop it in the comments, and we will take those into account. So like we always do. But again, thank you guys all for checking us out. A couple of new followers over on Twitch tonight. Terry Oliver 12, Murphy _0009. Thank you for following over on Twitch. Virgil Crew over on YouTube, subscriber this week. Thank you for doing that. 543 subscribers over on YouTube. 24 followers on Twitch. We appreciate all you guys. Thank you very much for watching again tonight, and we will talk to you in December, next Tuesday. Wow, last month of the year. What do you think about that, guys? It's gonna be crazy. So have a good week. Have a happy Thanksgiving, safe travels if you guys are traveling around to see friends and family. Be safe, eat some good food, and we will see you next Tuesday. Bye now. We didn't have any guests on the show, and it's not a big deal. We did talk to Peter from Princesses and the Mouse over the weekend, and he's going to jump back on when the schedule allows. So once that starts happening again, check it out. On social media, you can find us in a lot of different places. The easiest is going to be over on Facebook at DPI Podcast for the show, at PATM Disney Travel for the travel page. If you're on Twitter X and you like to just get into arguments over there, at Disney Insights on Twitter X. We've also got an Instagram page, YouTube, Twitch. Come find me. Thank you guys all for watching, liking, subscribing.